A Florida mom at odds with other parents over a controversial decal on her car.
She says there's nothing illegal about advertising her OnlyFans account, but it's causing a stir at her kid's private Christian school. Janice has a story from the newsroom.
This is what I am looking at when I pull up behind one of these vehicles.
Facebook messages, complaints, and TikToks.
You ban a vehicle.
Taking the front row pew at a private Christian school.
Not just a tiny little emblem on the back of a car. It is taking up the entire windshield, back windshield of two vehicles.
Lexi Thomas is a parent at Liberty Christian who wants this ad on another parent's car to stay off campus. That other parent is Michelle Klein, and what she has is an OnlyFans.
Well, it's definitely linked to, explicit content, adult content for sure.
Klein, who goes by Piper Fawn, says OnlyFans is her business and way of life.
My husband and I had this, little wild, behind closed doors lifestyle that we've now decided to share.
But not all parents want what Klein is sharing. Shared at school, with some moms complaining to Klein and the school, telling her not to use the main entrance and instead drop her kids off across the street.
I was forced to have to take it off or not come on campus.
But parents at this private school say there's a simple solution if Klein wants to use the main drop-off.
Why not take the decal off?
And that would seem like an easy thing to say, for sure. But for me, it supports my family. This provides a very comfortable way of life for us. And it's legal. I pay taxes just like everyone else. But I'm not breaking the law. I just offended people.
That's a distraction to my children. And no matter how poorly or how good I parent, porn is there. And if that's kind of the first thing they're seeing when they're going into a place that should be educating them.
Klein says she wants the school, at the very least, to provide someone to help her kids get across the street safe.
Welcome to the podcast, It2 Podcast, the acronym standing for Is It Important to You? If it is, there's no judgment. If it isn't, there's no judgment. We can express ourselves with each other in a respectful way. So we just wanted to cover, I was on YouTube and I seen a Channel 10 news popped up, and it was showing a mom, Michelle, I'm not going to say her last name, her children, they are students at Liberty Christian Preparatory School in Florida, and mom has a huge OnlyFans advertisement and her link to her OnlyFans on the back of her windshield. The parents are complaining about it. They feel like they don't want their children to see this type of advertisement dropping them off to school. And they either want her to remove it or just not drop her kids on campus. They want her to drop her children off across the street. So what are your thoughts on this?
What age are these children again? Like, what is this?
I'm pretty sure it's elementary at this private Christian school. I was trying to do some research to see what grades it was, but I'm almost sure that it's elementary or middle school. It's not high school, because even in middle school, they're still young.
I don't see the problem.
Okay.
Because you gotta think about it. Nowadays, it be stuff right in front of these kids' face in your own home. If you and that plays a part too, with you being able to, like, I'm not saying you can control what they do, but if they could sit there and go, if that's a fear of yours, that they could go search her up, right? You don't want them to go look her up. So if they looking her up, then that means they've been looking stuff up. They've been looking, they already been looking stuff up. It's not like they just see that and then that's just something they just want to look at out the blue. No, they've been looking at stuff. If that's the case, if that's one of your fears, that's just how I feel. If that's how I feel, you should have a little bit more, I don't know, control in your house or over their electronics or something, because it don't make sense.
Well, her OnlyFans is she, if you listen to the news clip, she calls herself Piper Fawn, and she says it's her way of, making income so she can take care of her family. I'm not sure if she's a single mother, but I do disagree with you. I don't think it's private school. It's regular private school. This is a Christian private school. You got charter schools and you got public schools. What is the irony that a Christian private school, you will have a OnlyFans? You're not at a public school. You're not at a regular private school, and you're not at a charter school. You're at a Christian keyword private school, and to have an OnlyFans. This is a K through 12 school, so it starts kindergarten to 12th grade. But the reason I disagree with you, because they can go look that up on their own.
They have
And
to buy it.
you
It's a lot. They can't
okay,
even see. It's not free content though.
right? Okay, let me. You do. Kids can look it up on their own, so it doesn't help that it's first thing in the morning, and now they can see your personal link. So now you have even more curiosity from children. It's enough that they have social media and they can have access. You can be the strictest parent, but sometimes people, with even on Roblox, I see people can post nudity, people can post all kind of creepy stuff. So to have a parent with this sign big as day at a Christian private school, it's concerning. And I think it should, I think it was right. Either you remove it and you drop your kids off and then you put it back on when you get back home. That's it. I mean, it's not illegal. She pays her taxes, but morally, you don't want your children, you don't need any more help with your children finding porn websites. You just don't. So it's I know she said it's
Mm,
legal.
It's wrong, but when you think about it, where as a parent, where you're placing most of your attention, what you think the problem is actually the least, is actually the least of your worries. They probably have. I'm not saying that it's right, but how funny would it be if those kids are really not even focusing on that, and there's bigger problems that's going on in the school, in the home, in their daily lives that's actually 10 times worse, and they're not even looking her up. What if it's like that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, what if? I'm not saying she's right, but I'm saying, what if, this problem that they're focusing so much on is actually not even the problem. It's actually in their home, in the school, on their tablets, on their iPads, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
all.
that could.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. And that could be true. They're not focusing on it, and I think that is the goal. So they don't want the kids to start. The parents don't want their kids, any child at the school, to start focusing on that. And any parent, it's, to me, it's they can meet in the middle, and
For
you
me,
don't have.
sorry.
Okay, you don't have to remove the sign. Just remove it when you cover it when you drop your kids off. Even if you got to put a sheet back there, it's ghetto, but put a sheet back there to cover it while you're dropping them off to school. As soon as you get a few minutes down the road, take it off. So
That's just like an adult store.
it is,
Kids see adult stores all the time advertising, this is what's here, adult videos.
but it's not
9 times
coming.
out of 10,
Uh
even
huh.
if, let's say, if it was, I'm not saying it would be across the street from the school. Let's say it's close by the school. That's just something the child is gonna glance at.
From what
Do
I've
they say, "Oh my God, I want to go in there"?
from what I've experienced, I don't think you will have a adult store in close proximity to a school.
No, but I'm just saying, if that's like passing by one. Everybody's seen one as a kid. Everybody wasn't curious. Oh, let me go in there. Let me go look.
Yeah, but in this day and age with social media, everybody knows what OnlyFans is. And then listen to this. Imagine her children. What if you do have a high schooler? Because now that I looked it up, it's K through 12. What if you do have a high schooler that's on social media, that's on OnlyFans, and they go look up his or her mom? What problems are they going to experience? Because bullying is real.
Now that well, it's K through 12, so that means that once you get a certain age, you able to, you know,
Mm-hmm.
get a debit card and pay for it because you have to pay for it to see
Mm-hmm.
anything. You have to actually have a money on a card to pay for her stuff to see it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if it's K through 12 and them kids old enough to pay for it, then I
But
mean,
put your okay, you put yourself in that child's shoes. What? I'm dropping you off to school in elementary, and them I got this big old OnlyFans sign on the back of my car, and they pull me up, and I'm doing all kind of foolishness. It's legal, but it's foolishness. And those kids come back. Do you know how you are going to get teased at school?
yeah, they're gonna be calling you all types of names. It's just, but honestly, that's something that's out of the kids' control, and then out of the not saying it's out of the school's control. They could come together to make her stop
Mm-hmm.
pulling up like that, but
Mm-hmm.
that's something that's out of the kids' control too. So
And to me, I think too, with me being a parent, from her standpoint, I think that she should think about her children, because that's a part of being a parent. You have to take into account what your children would feel. And to me, it's legal, but it's selfish, because I don't want my children to have to even, I don't want to even think about anybody bullying my child just because of the actions that I'm taking. Because you can have an OnlyFans without broadcasting it when you're taking your children to
yeah,
school.
and they might find it. They still might get bullied anyways. They still might find it.
Right, but it won't be bullied because my mom is doing soft porn. It's a big difference.
Yeah,
So let us know what you guys think about this mom, Michelle, in Florida. Her her children attend a private Christian school, and she has her OnlyFans advertised biggest the sun on the back of her car, and the parents want it removed if she's going to drop her children off, or the parents want her to drop her children off across the street. So just leave us your thoughts and hit the like button, and don't forget to share the video and subscribe to the channel. And thank you guys for listening.